Hey, in this problem we're going to be finding the dimensions of the largest rectangle that can be inscribed in a semicircle. So we have a semicircle with radius r, and what we're going to do is we're going to throw in a rectangle in here, and this width is going to be x, but we don't know what the rectangle's dimensions will be, so we need to find the largest possible area, and then we'll find the dimensions. So the height of the rectangle will be the height of the semicircle at that x value, and the height at any point will be y equals square root r squared minus x squared. And so the area will be 2 times x, we have double the x value for the width of the rectangle, times how high it is, which is r squared minus x squared. And so here's our equation. Now we can just take the derivative and find the maximum. So a prime is equal to first derivative of the second, bring down the half, keep the inside alone, times the derivative, minus 1/2 times the derivative of the inside, which is negative 2x. And I need some more room. Plus, so first derivative of the second plus the second derivative of the first, which is just 2. Alright, so now we set this equal to 0, and we'll also simplify a little bit. I see some things cancel. That 2 and that 2 will go, and I think that's it. So we'll rewrite this as x squared, negative 2x squared. We'll write this root on the bottom because it's negative power, so r squared minus x squared, and plus 2 root r squared minus x squared, and set it equal to 0. If we multiply both sides by root r squared minus x squared, we will get negative 2x plus 2 r squared minus x squared equals 0, which is nice. So simplify this a little bit more, and negative 2x plus 2r squared minus 2x squared. Here's a squared here. I almost forgot. Squared squared equals 0. So that's minus 4x squared plus 2r squared equals 0. And let's start moving things away from x. So this comes over, and then divide by negative 4. So we'll get x squared equals r squared over 2, which means x is equal to r over root 2. So there's our x value. Our y value, plug in x right there, we will get y equals the square root of r squared minus x squared. So that will be r squared over 2, which is just the square root of r squared over 2, which means we'll get the same thing. That will be r over root 2. So there's our y value. That's our height, and which means our dimensions, which I'll do in green here, our dimensions will be 2 times x, so that's 2r over root 2 by r over root 2. So that will be our dimensions of our rectangle.